They knew exactly how to control you 2,000 years ago, and they're doing it right now. Every time you scroll, every time you binge, every time you laugh at something designed to make you forget, you're living inside a system so ancient, so perfected, that even the Romans would be jealous. This is how propaganda dressed itself as fun, and why you can't look away. You've felt it before. That strange emptiness after 3 hours of scrolling through videos that made you laugh but left you hollow. That weird guilt after binging a series when you had dreams you wanted to chase. That quiet shame of knowing you're being distracted but not knowing from what. It's not your fault. You were born into the greatest entertainment machine ever built, one that doesn't just want your attention, it wants your obedience, your silence, your life. And it's working. Every notification is a little victory for someone else. Every autoplay episode is another hour stolen. Every trending topic is a carefully placed distraction from the things that actually matter. But here's the part they don't want you to know. The part that makes this whole system crack open like a rotten egg. This isn't new. Romans perfected it first. They called it bread and circuses. Give the people food and entertainment, and they'll never revolt. They'll never question. They'll never even look up. Emperors knew that a distracted population is a controlled population. So they built colosseums, threw gladiators into the sand, made violence into spectacle, made death into fun. The crowds roared, the blood flowed. And while they watched men tear each other apart, the empire did whatever it wanted. Taxes rose, wars started, freedoms disappeared, but nobody cared, because the show was too good. Sound familiar? Now let's talk about what happened inside your brain just now, when you opened this video, because that's where the real game is played. B. F. Skinner spent years studying rats in boxes, teaching them to press levers for food, and he discovered something terrifying. You don't need to reward them every time. Just sometimes, randomly, unpredictably, and they'll press that lever forever. That's called a variable reward schedule. And it's the backbone of every app on your phone, every streaming platform, every social media feed. You scroll because maybe this time you'll see something great, maybe this post will make you laugh, maybe this video will change your life, but most of the time it won't. And that's exactly why you keep scrolling. Your brain is a rat in Skinner's box, and you've been pressing the lever since you were 12. Pavlov did the same thing with dogs. Ring a bell, give them food. Ring a bell, give them food. And eventually, you don't even need the food anymore. Just the bell. And the dogs will drool. Now the bell is a notification sound, a red dot, a vibration in your pocket, and you drool. You reach for your phone before you even think. You check it at red lights, during conversations, in the bathroom, in bed, because the bell rang and you were trained to respond. Edward Bernays, Sigmund Freud's nephew, took these ideas and turned them into modern propaganda. He called it public relations, but let's be honest, it was manipulation. He made women smoke cigarettes by calling them torches of freedom. He made Americans eat bacon for breakfast by paying doctors to say it was healthy. He turned consumption into identity. And he did it so well that we don't even call it propaganda anymore. We call it advertising, we call it branding, we call it content, But it's the same thing, the same game, just better costumes. Bernays understood something dark and true. If you control what people desire, you control what they do. And the easiest way to control desire is to make them feel incomplete. Make them feel like they're missing something. Then sell them the solution, over and over, forever. Every ad you see, every influencer you follow, every product placed in your favorite show is Bernays whispering in your ear. You're not enough, but this will fix you. And you believe it. You buy it. You scroll for it. You wake up every day and do it again. The system doesn't want you happy, it wants you hungry. Now let's rewind, because the Romans weren't the first, they just did it best. Ancient Egypt had festivals, Greece had theater, China had imperial performances. Every civilization that wanted to last learned the same lesson. Keep the people entertained, and they wouldn't notice the chains. Fun became a weapon, laughter became a leash, and the brilliance of it all is that nobody feels controlled because they're enjoying themselves. You can't rebel when you're laughing. You can't organize when you're binging. You can't fight back when you're too tired from doom scrolling to even think. The poet Juvenal wrote about bread and circuses in the 1st century. And he said the Roman people had given up their power in exchange for two things: food and games. They used to vote, used to care, used to fight for their rights. They stopped demanding change. They just showed up, cheered, ate, went home, and let the powerful do whatever they wanted. That's not ancient history. That's right now. That's every election where turnout is low because people were too busy streaming. That's every protest that fizzled because people got distracted by the next viral trend. That's every dream that died in the glow of a screen. We traded arenas for algorithms, but the show never stopped. And here's the thing that should make you angry. They know it works. Tech companies hire psychologists, behaviorists, neuroscientists, people who spent decades studying addiction and attention. And they use that research to build apps that you literally cannot put down. They A/B test colors, sounds, animations, notification timing, everything. Millions of tiny experiments running on you every single day, tweaking and optimizing until they find the exact formula that keeps you hooked. It's not an accident that TikTok feels hypnotic, that Instagram feels endless, that YouTube auto-plays the next video before you can even decide if you're done. It's engineered. It's intentional. It's war. And you're losing. Your time is being stolen in 15-second increments. Your focus is being shattered into 1,000 tiny pieces. Your sense of self is being sold back to you in the form of products and personalities and parasocial relationships that feel real, but aren't. You're living in the greatest propaganda machine ever built. One so sophisticated that it doesn't feel like propaganda at all. It feels like fun. Now bring it back to you, sitting there, right now, reading this. How many hours did you lose this week to scrolling? How many conversations did you miss because you were staring at a screen? How many ideas died in your head because you were too overstimulated to think? How many relationships faded because you chose the feed over the person in front of you? This isn't about being anti-technology or anti-fun. It's about recognizing what's happening, seeing the system for what it is. A distraction machine, an obedience engine, a slow suffocation disguised as entertainment. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not broken. You're being manipulated by people who understand your brain better than you do. And they're winning because you don't even know you're in a fight. Fun was never free, it cost you your freedom. But here's the truth that breaks the whole thing open. The moment you see the pattern, the moment you recognize the trap, you take your power back. Awareness is the antidote. Every time you catch yourself scrolling without thinking, you win. Every time you put the phone down and choose something real, you win. Every time you ask why you're being shown what you're being shown, you win. The system depends on you not noticing, on you staying asleep, on you accepting the distraction as inevitable, but it's not. You're not a rat in a box, you're not a dog waiting for a bell. You're a human being with agency, with choice, with the ability to say no, and that terrifies them. Because a population that's awake, that's paying attention, that's asking questions, can't be controlled. They can't sell you things you don't need. They can't distract you from things that matter. They can't keep you quiet while they reshape the world. And that's the real reason this video exists. Not to make you feel bad, not to make you paranoid, but to wake you up. To remind you that you have a choice. That every moment you reclaim from the machine is a moment you get back for yourself, for your dreams, for your life. The ancient Romans are gone, but their system lived on. It evolved. It got smarter. It learned to speak your language and live in your pocket. But it still has the same weakness. It only works if you don't see it. So see it. Name it. Break it. If this opened your eyes, like the video and subscribe for more hidden truths.